Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob here, once again with another video. I've started off the franchise, Hellraiser franchise, with a mask on, but it's quite hot wearing the mask, so I'm now going to take it off for the next few episodes because it's just yeah, it just becomes a bit too hot after a while. I mean, it's quite comfortable, you know. It fits okay. It's not like where it's so tight that it's not, barely breathable. But anyway, yeah. So we're going to be continuing. This is episode 5 of my special Halloween 2024 episodes, the horror hangouts with Uncle Bob. So episode 5 is going to be the next 4 films in the Hellraiser franchise. So we are on to the 5th one, Hellraiser Inferno. Now this is quite alright actually. Now this is about a story of a detective who, it's his sort of story. He gets his hands on the puzzle box. He actually managed to achieve doing the puzzle box, but then obviously he unleashes obviously Pinhead and all the things, and then all things unravel where sort of a lot of things happen around him. I think his wife ended up getting killed, and then there's a few kills that happen where he goes and investigates. And then a few people that he knows end up getting killed, but it's all because of him. So everything goes wrong around him, and it starts to escalate. And all the things are just, he's just since he's sort of box, everything around him is just going wrong, and the people that he knows getting killed, and his wife ends up getting killed, and then obviously he gets accused of killing her, and then it's just life crumbles after that, and it's just all bad, and it's mostly about him. And obviously Pinhead does show up now and again, and I think this is actually quite good. I think this is probably one of the better ones, that they made after the first 3. I think it's alright actually. I think it's quite fun. It's a few fun moments and some good kills. And I think the story's right actually. But yeah, that's the next one, 5th. I couldn't actually remember which. I'm not sure. I couldn't remember. It was, so I seem to forget the order from. I know it's Inferno, but then I didn't know if it was Hellseeker or Desert. Pretty sure it was Hell in the last one. I think, or in that next section. But I couldn't remember if it was Hellraiser or Dead. I seem to keep forgetting the order because there's 11 films. But I know the first. I definitely know the first 5, and then the last 3. But I can't remember this order. But yeah, I will do the next one anyway. Hellraiser Hellseeker, the 6th installment of the Hellraiser franchise. Now, this is now the puzzle box is solved by this female character called Kirsty. And basically well, Kirsty actually was in the first hellraiser films. Yeah, and she's back reprising her role, and obviously she was Pinhead before, and yeah, she's back in this. And yeah, so anyway, she ends up. Uh, I think someone solves a box. I can't remember if it was her or someone else solves a box. And yeah, anyway, she's ends up in the line of it, and she finds out what's going on. I think it's a puzzle which is solved, and I think there's a few murders, and then she's trying to basically Kirsty is basically she's on the trail of that, you know, and she's trying to find out information about what's going on with the kills and stuff, and who's, you know, who sold the box, and sort of, you know, all things will escalate, and loads of kills are happening, and yeah, she's just basically going around trying to find it and trying to, you know, get information and just finding out, you know, what's going on and trying to stop Pinhead, and yeah, so that's basically the gist of it. To be honest, I think it's all right. I wouldn't say it's one of the best sort of newer ones after the first three, but it's all right here in places. A few good kills, but yeah, I mean it's I think it's all right. I don't think it's sort of like one of the standout ones, but it's all right. So that's the next one. Now the next one is Deader, Hellraiser Deader. Now this is again, and this is actually quite similar to the last one. In the fact that it's another, it's a female. No, another female. It's the most, you know, the lead role. Now obviously, you know, Hellraiser's been defeated in the last one. That comes back, you know, looking for more victims to, you know, turn their world upside down. And basically, an undercover reporter, you know, female lead, and there's this group that are doing these sort of like resurrection style sort of like kills, and she somehow gets involved in that group, and then yeah, I think she's sort of trying to get a way out of it. But you know, Pinhead comes and he sort of he gets involved in this sort of group that's doing resurrection kills, and I think they're sort of doing the resurrection kills for him, or they're doing the kills, and then he's obviously taking advantage of them and wants to get the souls, and then you know she's ended up trying to stop him, get away, and that's pretty much the gist of it. It's all right, but it's quite similar to the last one, with being a female lead role. It's hard to say, like, you know, what is, because as I said, it's quite similar to Hellseeker, and again, it's probably not one of the best, but it's all right. There's a few good kills. It's quite samey in a way, but it's all right. It's not bad here and there. It's a few good kills. And then we're going to Hellworld. Hellraiser Hellworld. Now this is actually all right. I think this is quite one of them fun sort of horror films that's like good to watch on a Saturday night. It's sort of a it's almost like a sort of I wouldn't say sort of, well, it's sort of thing where it's sort of basically there's this club that they say online, and it's sort of yeah, they basically this group, and then they get invited to this sort of party, which is about well, it's called Hell World, or this website is called Hell World, and it's about this party that's sort of all like quite futuristic. And little do they know, it's sort of like a party like of death, um, you know, all sorts of torture going on, and yeah, so these guys are in it, people get invited to this party, and yeah, little do they know, they just think it's some kind of sort of like futuristic gaming sort of party, but little do they know it's sort of like a you know it's pinheads, sort of torture, people getting tortured, and deaths. Yeah, and then they all they end up, or most of them all end up slowly getting killed as they go to this party. And yeah, sort of like picking them off one by one, sort of like horror style, where you get 5 or 6 characters, and then they'll get killed sort of like one by one. Yeah, and so they go there to this party, and then they all have these sort of temptations where it leads off to, and then they end up getting killed, and the party unravels where they realise, or the main female character realises what's going on, and then she's trying to get away, and yeah, and then obviously Pinhead does show up in it, and it's quite good. It's quite stylish, as I said. It's quite one of those ones we sort of like to watch on Saturday night, and it's got the sort of like party vibe to it. But yeah, it's quite cool. Again, do I think it's one of the best ones? I don't think so. Maybe one of the other ones is better. I mean, some of the kills are alright, but yeah. I mean, it's alright. I think I'd say it's. I mean, I do like some of the scenes. As I said, when the party scene is quite cool. But yeah, I mean, it's alright. And yeah, so that's it, guys, for those. The next 4 films in the Hellraiser franchise in episode 5, and we're going to be doing the last 3 Hellraiser films in the next episode, so join me for that. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next episode, episode 6, with the final 3, and also another couple of extra films, the couple of films in the Hills Have Eyes franchise. We're going to be in it straight after that, so I'm going to be looking at those. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys can have a good Halloween. I'll see you in the next episode, episode 6 of Horror Hangouts 1.